I know that you're excited for this next topic. We're talking NBA. LeBron James and the Lakers tipping off their first-round series against Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets just a couple hours from now. So the Lakers are going to enter the series without two of their best players, Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves, both sidelined indefinitely due to injuries. Now, the Purple and Gold won the season series against Houston, but that was with the Lakers' big three playing in all three of those games. Head coach J.J. Redick knows that the Lakers need to up their game here in the postseason.
Word we've used all week is elevate. I think that's what it is. We all know the playoffs are different. They're harder. There's no easy matchups. We've all collectively got to elevate. And particularly when you're missing two of your top guys, you know, part of elevating is elevating each other. And the belief that the group as a whole can be great.
So after game one tonight, the Lakers will benefit from having 2 full days of rest before game 2 on Tuesday, then another 2 days off before the series shifts to Houston for game 3 on Friday night and game 4 on Sunday. If necessary, the series would return to LA for game 5 on the following Wednesday. So here we are at the beginning of the first round. What are your expectations, Mark, for the Lakers against the Rockets?
Jamie, the thing that's interesting about this is the expectations are all uncertain because it's clear that without Luka Doncic, without Austin Reaves, LeBron James has to elevate his game. He's done that earlier in his career, but much different context. He's 41 years old, 23rd season, goes without saying. Their supporting cast have to elevate their play, but they had a really good outing in March, but earlier in the season, not so much. So we don't really know what version we're going to see with the Lakers. The other thing, Jamie, is the Rockets. They've won 9 of their last 10, but they've been very inconsistent this season. It looks like Kevin Durant may not be fully healthy in this series. So there's a lot of moving parts on both sides.
You know, you talk about LeBron James, right? He's going to need to carry. What exactly do you think we're going to need to see out of LeBron in this game?
Well, I think inevitably his scoring load's going to go up, so is his passing load. That's something that he's been comfortable with in his career, but this idea that he's going to turn back the clock and carry a team like he did with the Cavaliers in the 2016 NBA Finals, I don't think it's realistic because he's 41 years old.
Right.
So it starts with him, but it also extends to DeAndre Ayton. Can he be that dominant force that he's shown this past month? Marcus Smart, he's back in the lineup. Can he help elevate the team's defense? So it starts with LeBron, but it's really going to have to be something, Jamie, where there is a definitive number 2, number 3 player to fill the void that Austin Reaves and Luka Doncic leave.
So looking at the other side, and you touched on this just a second ago, Kevin Durant listed as probable or questionable, for game 1 tonight due to the knee injury, but he is expected to play. So what kind of challenge does KD present for the Lakers?
Well, he's very challenging, Jaime, because literally every single season, even at this stage of his career, he's a walking bucket, and he's very efficient. He's not going to force the issue. When you're looking at the Rockets' identity, they have a lot of good young pieces with Alperen Sengun, great big man. Amen Thompson, one of the fastest defenders in the NBA, but they've been pretty inconsistent themselves. So I think the Lakers' hope is that they can absorb Kevin Durant, gain his numbers, but can they make it difficult for everyone else? They had that successful formula when they played the Rockets last month, forcing a lot of turnovers. The rest of the supporting cast weren't hitting shots, but maybe the Rockets make some adjustments now that they face off a month later.
And then obviously this series looks really different when you have Austin Reaves and Luka Doncic playing. What is the timeline for the latest possible return for these guys?
Well, the Lakers say indefinite, other than they're not playing game 1. But when you look at the timeline for their injuries, respectively, grade 2 hamstring with Luka, oblique strain with Austin Reaves, it's about 3 to 6 weeks since injury. What does that mean, Jamie? Likely they're out for the entire first round. And when I've talked to doctors outside of the Lakers, outside of treating those players, generally speaking, they've said that it would be risky for them to return at some point in the first round just because of the risk of possibly making that injury worse.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. We did see Luka return from Europe, though, from getting his treatment there. So he is back stateside at least.